with Emily. I wanted to explain a few things with my Christmas stockings, and I wanted to show you what I just published. I published my first book called Knitted Christmas Stockings, and it's sold on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Target, as well as my Etsy shop, and I'll put those websites on the video. But I had a question about finishing the stocking, and you're gonna get a sneak preview of my newest, just hasn't been released yet, pattern. It's a buffalo plaid with snowflakes going down, and it's just my newest collection that I've been working on called Snowflakes. What you're going to do, you just finish the toe, and now you have 16 stitches on your needle. You're going to separate those, and then I'll go to show you what to do next. So first you get 3 double pointed needles, and I like the plastic ones because they're easy to manage. But you're going to start with your wrong side facing you, as shown. And you're going to put 4 stitches on the first double pointed needle. Then you are going to grab a second double pointed needle, and you're going to put 8. So you're just slipping them right off. Let me show you. Slide them right off. It's pretty easy. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then with your third double pointed needle, you're going to slide the last 4 stitches. All right, there we go. Put that aside. Now what you're going to do is grab your tail, and you're going to slide it on a tapestry needle. And I like these kind. They're just pretty good. Don't get the plastic ones. They're not as easy to use. You're at this point where you have all your stitches on 3 double pointed needles. Now what you're going to do is you're going to insert this one. So you kind of curve this one over, and you're going to insert it into this double pointed needle. Then you're going to knit the rest of the stitches. All right, 3 and 4. So now you have 8 stitches on 2 different pointed needles. Now you're going to weave your toe. Okay, I gotta switch this around here. Okay. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to pretend like you're going to knit, but you're going to slide it off, and then you're going to insert it as you're going to purl, and then you pull it through. And then you're going to go through the back as if to purl. So you slide it off, and then you go to knit, but then you just pull it through. And you go to the front, so pretend you're knitting, so you slide it off, and then you go to purl and you slide it through. And there's some hair, okay. Then you're going to go in the back as if to purl, slide it off, and then as to knit, so front to back, and you're going to pull through. Front, so knit, slide off, pretend you're purling, pull through. So insert as if to purl, slide it off, insert as to knit, slide it through. And you keep going and doing the same thing. I'm going to go a little faster now. And there we go. And you are almost done with your Christmas stocking. You should be quite proud of yourself. This was actually the first project I've ever done as a knitter, I just wanted to get right into it and knit a stocking for my niece and carry on the Christmas tradition. So that is what I did. I didn't want to bother with a dishcloth or a scarf. I did those later, but I just wanted to learn fast and quick. And I'm almost done. I have one more. And what you're going to do is you're going to knit as it's a knit, pull it off, and then go in the back as if to purl, pull it through. All right, and you've got what it looks like. So then you're going to insert your needle and kind of go to the other side. And then what you're going to do is the mattress stitch. This is fairly easy. I'm just going to get it started. So you're going to kind of get to the first bit. See that little V right there? Okay. So then mattress stitch is you see this little ring, this little loop. You find those two loops. So it's 1 and 2, and you slide it through. And you go back and forth. So here's 1, here's 2, you slide it through. And you want to use the same color yarn as the heel, then you won't see it through. All right, here's the other ones. There's 1, there's 2. Sorry, the yarn was in the way. Here's 1 and 2. And it should match up. You can keep checking to make sure it's going to line up. But it should if you go in order. And if you did it correctly. But sometimes we mess up and we just have to redo it. And it'll be fine. All right. And you want to go to the very last red. So this is white right there. So I'm just going to do 1 on that side and then 1 on, well, I'm going to do 2 on this side. And then it should line up perfectly. And then what you do is you turn it around and you're going to slide your yarn through and kind of like weave it through like so, and then you cut off that yarn. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And then you should have the next color available, but what I'm going to do next is I'm going to weave in all these ends with a crochet hook.
Yeah.
Or you can use a tapestry needle.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will finish my mattress stitch. I'm going to show you how to weave in all the ends of your stocking. We had just finished the toe, and so we're ready to get rid of all of these like little ends. You see all those ends? So you can do it 2 ways. One way is to use a tapestry needle, or the easier way is to use a crochet hook. And my favorite is US 4, 3.5 millimeter. But you can use a 5, you can use whatever is most comfortable for you. So what you're going to do is you're going to take one of these. I took the longest one. And you're going to find a similar color, and you're going to put your hook inside, and then you're going to grab the end and pull it through. And you're going to do that for about 3 or 4 loops, just so it's nice and snug in there. And then you cut it off. And you want, I don't know, just a little bit, just not too much. Okay, so you look at you find all the ends, and you just basically hook it through, pull it through. So 3. We are going to do the mattress stitch. I just completed all my beautiful weaving, so there's no extra like yarn poking through. So we're going to stitch it up, and I use the mattress stitch. Okay, so you're going to insert it again. Let's see, I'm going to start here and find 2 little, I don't know what they're called, hooks, lines. And then you're going to go to the other side and find 2. 1. See, that guy's in the way. You see this? Let's see. So go in order. Don't skip any. That way everything will be lined up. Trying to make sure that you can see what I'm doing. So 1, 2, then you pull it through. Other side. 1, 2, pull through. And make sure you don't skip. You keep going all the way up. And do you understand that I'm using the same color yarn? That way you won't see what I did. If I used red on this off-white, then you could see through. All right, we're almost done with this color. And then I'm going to stop the video and make it go faster so that you don't have to watch this whole video. And then when you're done with the color, you're just gonna weave it through a couple times and then cut it off. Hello again. I just finished my stocking. Isn't it pretty? So everything's lined up, everything's great. So now I need a chain at the top, so like a little loop so that I can hang it. So I'm going to use the same color and I'm going to cast on 3 stitches. And this is all in the Knitted Christmas Stocking book that I just published, or each individual pattern that I've created on my Etsy shop. So you're going to knit the 3 stitches. And then you're going to move it across and you're going to knit again. I'm going fairly fast. Going to move it across and knit. And you're going to do this until you reach the desired length. And you always want the length on this side. Okay. You're gonna keep doing that. Again, this is too short, so you're just gonna keep going and make your little loop until you reach the desired length that you want. And if you want it thicker, then you cast on 5 stitches or more. If you want it like skinnier, you can use a thinner yarn and do maybe 2 stitches. You don't want to do 1 stitch. Just decrease the amount of yarn that you have. So go to a slightly not as thick yarn. Alright, you're getting close. This shouldn't take very long to do. But then again, it depends on how long you want it. You're just basically knitting. It's super easy. So that is pretty long. Make a loop, make sure that's the desired length that you want, and then you cut your yarn. And then get your tapestry needle and thread it through. And then you're going to thread or slip off all these stitches and pull through. Okay, so there you go. So now get your stocking, and you want it on the side where you just did the mattress stitch. So you're going to poke it through a hole. So it pokes through like so, and then you're going to place it inside there, and you're going to just sew it on. So like that. And you're going to make sure you sew it through as many times as you need. Like so. One side. And you do the other side. Go turn it around. So it's like this. And then you just stick it through. You're just sewing it on. Okay. And then just cut off the ends. Not too short. And then you have it. It's ready to hang.